Hola, como estás, and all things of this nature. So we have a couple of things to talk about on this particular post. So let's just hop right into our meal. Basketball wise, I had started talking about it on Twitter, and everybody had said, "Girl, come on through and do a post, blase squat." And secretly, I was not planning on doing a post today, but I figure since I'm really passionate about this whole conversation, I suppose I could do a post. It wouldn't really hurt to do a post, I suppose. So let's just clock the T. Just letting you know, girl. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say that. It is what it is, girl. Cause I don't want nobody's feelings to get hurt, but I gotta just say it how I see it. All of them hoes are fake. I just got finished watching the reality of the what do you call it? The reunion show. All of them hoes are fake. Okay, they're all fucking fake. But the one that I really don't like is Tammy. And I know that Tammy is the one that everybody loves, but I actually don't like her at all because I feel like she's a bully. She is a hood rat, back alley motherfucking aristocrat, like I said on Twitter, and she's covered in fleas, and the bitch needs some goddamn front line because the bitch stay running her mouth and she stay bullying somebody, and I don't like a fucking bully. I can't stand a person that uses their size and the volume of their voice to overpower people. I feel like really a lot of times Tammy be wrong, but because she's so loud and because she talks so loud, people become convinced that she's right. But really, you're wrong. Tammy, you did call the girls fake. Yes, you did. And stop trying to make it seem like you did not. And what I did not like is the fact that on the reunion show is why didn't they show the scenes that somebody had said it on Twitter and I was thinking the same thing. I'm kind of like, why didn't y'all show the scenes that would back Mika up? Why didn't y'all show the scenes that would show that she was actually telling the truth? Because I actually saw the show, and my thing is, while Tammy was off running off at the mouth talking about how Mika was being fake to Royce and ABCDEFG, Mika has said, girl, well, everything I said about Royce, I said to her face. And if you would just watch the show, it's true. Did Mika not have lunch with Royce one-on-one and say to her that, you know what, I was debating not even coming because I didn't know if I should come because it was like me communicating with the enemy? Did she not say all the same shit to Royce's face? So I don't know why you trying to keep up drama where really there isn't any. Royce and Mika had a conversation about how Mika felt about Royce up front, one-on-one. Okay, so what if she went back and told Evelyn and Jennifer? Yeah, I agree. I do think that maybe she could have kept that between Royce and her, but it's not like the shit she said to Royce or the shit that she said to Jen and Evelyn was not stated to Royce. Did she not say that she was iffy about Royce? Did she not say that because she was a dancer, etc.? It's kind of like you trying to keep up drama, Tammy, to get your airtime, but at the same time, girl, you keeping up drama where really there never was any. And then I feel like, you know, that whole sequence when they were at the dinner table and you, oh girl, don't put your hands up because you're such a hood rat. You are so ghetto. It's like she wasn't doing it to be disrespectful. Some people just talk with their hands. If you don't like the way that I talk, then don't fucking converse with me. And it's just that simple. Don't converse with me if you're going to tell me how I should talk. And what's okay with you and what's not okay with you. Listen, I didn't call you out of your name. I talk with my hands and it is what it is. If you have a problem with that, then guess what? Kick rocks, bitch. Because I was Mika before I got on the show. I'm going to be Mika when I leave the show. And I kind of feel like for Tammy to just be like, oh girl, you don't know me. But what I don't like, bitch, let my hand go. Because truth be told, I don't give a fuck what you like and what you don't like. Did I ask? Again, you have to stop assuming that I give a fuck. I don't give two fucks what you like, don't like, what you love and hate. It's neither here nor there. Really, I was just coming to have cocktails and dinner, but now I see that Royce brought her lawyer. I thought that we was coming to have a good time or whatever the case may be, but now we up here talking about, oh, well, what's real and what's not real and who you gonna be friends with. Bitch, are we grown women or are we high school girls? Let me know. Because this is very high school to me. And I kind of feel like, Tammy, you speaking for Royce as if Royce is not there. Is Royce not a grown-ass woman? I stay hearing Royce talk about, oh, well, I'm grown and people be getting confused because I'm so cute and cuddly small, but I'm a grown woman. Well, then, bitch, act like one. When Tammy started speaking for you, you should have been like, you know what, Tammy, it's all good. Me and Mika had a conversation. I think we have an understanding, but I got this, Mika. Or, Tammy, I got this, Tammy. I got this one under control, but I appreciate you being my friend and trying to come to my defense, but I got this one. It wasn't like Mika was jumping down Royce's throat. Really what happened was it was a calm conversation and you just came through like a fucking bulldozer. Like, shut the fuck up sometimes, Tammy, for real though. Because the first season you came on, I thought you were decent. I still didn't kind of like you because I felt like you were a hood rat. And I just don't like hood rats. Because I don't like rats. You know what I'm saying? They're covered in diseases and I just don't care for rats. But my thing is, I didn't like you really season 2 when you came because I felt like everything with you was an issue. It's kind of like, you wanted to fight Jennifer just because she didn't know what a fucking food stamp looks like. Like, well, who the fuck wants to fight because somebody says, oh, I don't know what a food stamp looks like. Guess what, bitch? Neither do I. You want to fight me too just because I don't know what a fucking food stamp looks like? Bitch, listen. I don't know what a food stamp looks like, and who gives a fuck? And next, bitch, what you should have did was pulled out your Metro PCS phone, Googled it, and said, well, listen, let me educate you. This is what a food stamp looks like for future reference in case you run into somebody else who's on food stamps. Now, you know what I'm saying? Versus trying to fight. And think to me, Tammy be really killing me because she's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's kind of like, I was watching on the reunion show, she's just like, well, you know what, we're grown women and we can have a sophisticated conversation because we're an adult. And it's kind of like, Tammy, you're so stupid because you say that and people be applauding and clapping. I can't stand it. Like, stop applauding this ratchetness. Like it's cute, because it's not cute. And I kind of feel like this is the whole thing about black people, especially on these TV shows. Every time they get on these, this is the reason why when I was offered a reality show, I didn't want to fucking do it. Because it's no shade to the people. If y'all, the people who, you know who you are, I'm not going to put y'all out like that, but y'all know who y'all are. And it's no shade, but when y'all was even pitching it to me, I was kind of like, I don't want to do this because at the end of the day, I feel like I do have talent. And I don't have to put myself in a predicament where I'm the token gay person that is constantly queening out and bringing drama. That's not who I am. Yeah, I come on here and I talk and I vent. But to me, my posts are like me talking to my friends. Like when I come to you guys, it's like, I look at it like we're having a conversation. And when we come here, I'm venting, I'm talking to you guys. It's like a journal. It's documented. But it's not like I go everywhere in my everyday life like, bitch, who the fuck won war? That's not my tea. That's not what I get. Okay? And it's kind of like the fact of the matter is, when I was offered a TV show, the reality show how it was offered, it was just the whole pitch to me sounded like they wanted for me to just be, I don't want to say it like that. Let me not go that route. But they just wanted me to be a queen. Like, everything had to constantly be on like, yes, girl, and oh my God, girl, McDonald's, roaches, like, girl, no. But I appreciate you guys considering me still, but that just is not my tea. And I kind of feel like that's Tammy, though. That's Tammy. That whole thing of how I just said is Tammy. I feel like she's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's kind of like, one minute she actually sounds like she got common sense when she's in the confessional, when she's doing that one-on-one thing where they be having the confessional, she actually be making sense. But when she's not in the confessional and she be drinking, which is like 60% of the goddamn show, she's belligerent and out of her mind. I feel like when your kids and your mama is telling you that everywhere you go you're a drama queen, maybe it's not Mika, maybe it's actually you. You done fought with Evelyn, you done fought with Jen, you done fought with Susie, you done fought with Mika. It's kind of like the only people you have not fought with is Shani, and I think that's because she's the producer, and Roy. That's the only real one you have not fought with, is Miss Roy. But my whole thing about it is kind of like, you wanted to fight over the food stamps. Then you wanted to fight Evelyn because, and this is the thing about it, secretly, Shani, you don't think you out the pot because I'm going to clock your goddamn teeth too, bitch. But my thing is, I feel like all them hoes are fake. And my thing is, even when you wanted to fight Evelyn, I feel like you were wrong. You were wrong. Because at the end of the day, bitch, you wanted to fight her for sleeping with your husband, but girl, you need to be trying to fight your philandering husband, girl. He's the one who was swinging his dick at every goddamn female and or male that was walking, bitch. Not Evelyn. Evelyn couldn't have had his ass if he didn't have his ass for sale, bitch. And it just is what it is. But my thing is, I kind of feel like watching the show and putting it into perspective and putting it in the context for which it was presented, I feel like, Evelyn genuinely did feel bad about sleeping with or dealing with her ex-husband, whatever the case may be. And she genuinely, from what I saw, seemed like she was like, damn, I feel some kind of way because I actually have grown to like Tammy and I don't know how I'm going to let her know, so forth and so on. And shame on Shaunie for saying, oh, girl, well, you know what? How about you tell her right now so that we can clear the air right now? Like, what in your right mind made you think that at that cocktail party or whatever the case may be was the right fucking time for Evelyn to tell Tammy that she had dealings with her husband in the past? What made you think that was the right time? Number one, Tammy had been drinking, and you know that when Tammy has a couple cocktails, the bitch gets belligerent. So what made you think that was the right time for her to tell her that? And furthermore, Tammy, really, when she said you was a non-motherfucking factor, you took that out of context, sweetie. You really did. Because really what I believe she was trying to say was, bitch, I did not know who you were. When I was dealing with him, I didn't know that he was married. Or I didn't know that Tammy was in the picture. I didn't know who you were. So at that point, you were a non-factor because as far as I was concerned, I didn't know it was you and these two other kids. I thought it was just him. And Tammy, well, girl, you a hoe and you lying because every bitch on the planet knew who I was and knew that I was married to whatever the fuck his name was. But that just go to show, bitch, that we didn't, because I still don't know what the fuck his name is. What's his name again, girl? You acting like you was with Air Jordan. Girl, you acting like you was with somebody's Scottie Pippen, girl. You acting like you was with somebody's LeBron goddamn James. Somebody's Kobe goddamn Bryant. Somebody's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Girl, you acting like you was with somebody's motherfucking Larry Bird, girl. But you really weren't. You was with that no-name, whoever the fuck he was, girl. And at the end of the day, it's kind of like, girl, who gives a fuck? Because now you've been divorced from him. Evelyn and you were not friends at that time. Bitch, really, if she didn't want you to know, you wasn't going to know about it. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't like your ex-husband was threatening to come out with the story. So really, as your friend, she was going to let you know. So for you to call her fake, it's kind of like, how is she fake when she's telling you something that really, if she didn't tell you, you would never know? Seemed to me like she could have kept it a secret and you would have never been the wiser. So how is she fake? Just because she couldn't find the right moment? Okay, and so what, bitch? I can see you saying, well, I would have rather you have told me sooner. But the point is, you told me, and kudos for you for having the balls to tell me something like that. But for you to just be like, oh, you a fake bitch, because why didn't you tell me sooner? You up here acting like you my friend ABCDEFG, but at the end of the day, bitch, Evelyn didn't know she was going to be your friend. And Evelyn, don't think I like you, bitch, because I don't like you either. Because I think you fake too, bitch. And let me tell you why I think you fake. Let me just get up on you too, bitch. Because at first, I liked you, Evelyn. At first, I actually did like you. But on this season, the thing about it is, last season, you was so against Susie. I swear on my daughter, we ain't ever going to be friends. We ain't going to ever be friends. We ain't going to ever be friends. Now you back friends with Susie. Next. Not only just that, but I feel like, going back to Tammy and Evelyn, I feel like at the start of this season, it opens up. And it was with the whole t-shirt non-motherfucking factor. My sister and me had a whole conversation about this disagreeing. Because my sister was Team Tammy and I was Team Evelyn because I felt, girl, what am I, 5 years old? Team Edward. The point is, I was on Evelyn's side because I felt like, bitch, no tea, no shade, Tammy. You're the one who made the phrase popular. Because you got in Evelyn's face. And if you would have never got up in her face, she would have never said that you were not in the picture. You were a non-motherfucking factor. And my whole thing is, how you got nerve talking about you was going to sue her when really you're the one who laid hands on Evelyn. If anybody was going to sue, it should have been Evelyn for you laying hands on her. And not only just that, but my thing is, I don't give a fuck how you feel about the phrase. The point is, I said it. The phrase blew up. I'm going to make my coins off of it. If you feel some kind of way about that, and so what? Scratch your ass and get glass, girl. Motherfucking scratch and sniff, bitch. See what you come up with. I don't know. But what I'm not going to sit up here and do is discontinue my t-shirts just because you feel some kind of way about the situation. Girl, I don't give a fuck, bitch. The same way how you slapped me and punched me in my head and was trying to pull my hair, whatever it was that you did, Tammy, I'm not trying to sue you, but you trying to sue me just because I'm trying to make some coins off of a phrase that I made popular. Girl, get the fuck out of here. I was like, secretly, Evelyn, you should have never taken them t-shirts down. You was on your hustle, you were on your grind, and I don't see the problem with that. I feel like, Tammy, secretly, you're the one who made the phrase popular because it never would have been said if you would have never got in her face. So I don't understand what the confusion is about. You hit her. You got in her. She was trying to be genuine with you and tell you, girl, well, I'm so sorry. I did not know who you were. You're the one who was drunk and got crunk up on that ass, got up in Evelyn's face and decided you was going to start with all of this. The same thing that you claim you don't like. See, this is the whole thing about how she's such a hypocrite. You know, oh, girl, when people do this whole hand thing, I don't like that. I don't take too kindly to that. But it's okay for you to stick your hand in somebody's face when you have a goddamn problem. It's kind of like, you know what, sit your Jolly Green Giant ass looking ass down. Because at this point, really, you're a hypocrite. Really, you are. And I didn't like the way how all of a sudden now Evelyn and Tammy are the best of friends. Secretly, the reason why I don't really care for Evelyn is because I think Evelyn is scared of Tammy. I think they're all afraid of Tammy secretly. I think that they're all afraid of Tammy, and that's the reason why they all just accept her as she is. Oh, well, this is just how Tammy is. I have a friend who, and I've told him this to his face, and I'll say it now. I feel like I have a friend that, you know, he has definitely toned it down since I've clocked his teeth, but it seems like every time we went out, he would just be getting into some drama. Like, as your friend, I'm going to have your back, but every time we go out, and you're almost getting ready to get into a fight, stop putting me in danger. Stop putting me in a situation where I have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that to me. I can see if it's something that we had no control over. We were just minding our business and some people just came up and just started with us and then we're defending ourselves based on that. But it's not okay for everywhere we go, girl. It's constantly like with the gaggle sticks. I love you, boo. And you know who you are. I love you. But like that whole situation, it's kind of like you're my friend and I'm not going to let anyone just come at you any kind of way, especially when they're wrong. So I defended you. But it shouldn't be every time we go to that bar, we falling out with somebody new. It becomes problematic. And my whole thing is, I feel like for people to just be okay with Tammy acting like that as a grown-ass woman in her 40s, it's not okay. It's just not okay. And I'm just kind of like, when is somebody going to clock her tea and let it be known that, bitch, you're wretched? When? Outside of Mika. When? When they went to Rome and they were having dinner and Tammy, Tammy, do you not know that you are the easiest read at that table? See, as far as I'm concerned, it's kind of like when I see girls like Tammy trying to give these reads, I'm like, bitch, you think you're giving me James Baldwin, girl. Okay, you think you're giving me a sophisticated, okay, and motherfucking Ann Leibovitz, okay, Annie Leibovitz. You're not giving me a sophisticated read, girl. You're giving me motherfucking Dr. Seuss, girl, okay, Cat in the Hat, girl. You're giving me nursery rhymes, girl. You're not giving me a real read, girl. You are the easiest read at the table, girl. Anybody that knows what they're talking about could easily clock your teeth from top to bottom. Because had I been Mika, girl, and you had been trying to diss me at the table at dinner, I would have simply been like, well, I'm glad you got the Mika whisper down pat. How about we get this workout regimen down pat, girl, so that we don't have to keep going in and out of the doctor's office with this liposuction, girl. How about we get that down pat? Seems to me like you need to get your life together. You so concerned with me and the Mika. That Mika, scrim scampi. You so concerned with me and how I speak that you ain't even focused on the fact that, girl, you on food stamps, sweetie. You have nothing. You have no coins, girl. But you so concerned with me, girl. I could read you from top to bottom, girl. We can start with your man body. Yeah, you got a pretty face, girl, but you have a man's body, bitch. You have no hips. It's kind of like, are you a man, girl? You know what I'm saying? So, girl, I feel like if somebody really wanted to read you, tell me secretly they could, girl. But the problem is they're afraid of you. That's the reason why they're not going to try it. But I feel like all them hoes were fake up at the table laughing. It really wasn't even that funny to me. I felt like they were only laughing because they didn't want Tammy to come for them. So let's laugh at her making fun of Mika so we can not have her come for us. But Shaunie, you a fake ass bitch too, because I feel like as a grown woman, if I invite, let me tell you how I would do. If I invite people over to my home, and when they come over to my home, everybody is my friend, but the only reason why you guys are even associating is on the strength of me. If my friend is coming for another one of my friends for no valid reason, it's my place as the host and as the person that is the link between everybody to say, you know what? Stop it. Show some fucking respect. I don't know what your problem is, but if you're going to continue on, I'm going to need you to leave the premises. It is what it is. You don't let people just run your so-called friends over or your guests over or your company. You don't let people do that. It's tacky to me and it's in bad taste to sit up here and have a function. And then when you have the function, somebody is making fun of one of your guests and you just going to sit there and kiki about it. It's not funny. It's not funny and it's actually insulting and it's making me feel very uncomfortable. And I feel like when Tammy was at the table talking about, I'm not talking about what you said to Royce. I'm talking about what you said about me. And she was like, girl, you said that my weave was bad and my clothes. It's kind of like, okay, and guess what? If she did, who gives a fuck? Because guess what, sweetie? Newsflash. So did Evelyn and Jen. They both chopped your ass, bitch, last fucking season, bitch. I ain't heard you say shit about that. So you jumping down Mika's throat for the same thing that Jen and Evelyn did last season. And no tea, no shade, girl. Your weave was a chop last season with that fucking bowl cut looking like a motherfucking space alien from Mars Attacks, bitch. Yes, you looked foolish. And like I said on my Twitter, bitch, you barely made it through with that fucking wet and wavy weave you got going now. You barely made it with that. Talking about, oh, you should have said it to my face. Well, bitch, like she said, when I saw you this last time, your weave wasn't chopped. So what was the point of me mentioning your chopped weave from last season? I'm talking about the weave from last season. It was a chop last season, so I said it was a chop. This season, it wasn't a chop. So what would be the point of me saying, girl, last season I thought your weave was a chop? Like, Tammy, grow up, okay? Grow the fuck up. And then that whole sequence when, you know, where And Susie with her fucking giraffe looking ass. Let me tell you something, Susie. Susie, I don't like you because you got a big mouth and you can't keep that shit shut for 5 seconds even. And don't blame it on your underbite because, bitch, you got coins, you can get that shit fixed, okay? I have a slight underbite, and you better believe when I get my coins, I'm getting my Invisalign braces, and I'm going to get my jaw surgery if need be, ho. You sit up on the TV screen with coins, talking like spitting all over the damn camera because you can't fucking keep your mouth shut. Like, girl, sit the fuck down. Why, girl, you need to be somewhere in the fucking Wild Kingdom, somewhere at Disneyland, girl, because you look like a fucking Lion King fucking sea giraffe, bitch. Why are you even speaking on any issue? Because isn't that why you got tossed out of the so-called circle last season? For running off at the mouth. Isn't that what happened last season? Now you got nerve to sit up here and tell Mika that she got a big mouth, bitch. Isn't that why you got tossed out last season, girl? But now you want to sit up here and jump on Mika. Bitch, let me tell you something, Susie. Mika came to you as a friend and was venting to you. And if you really want to actually clock the tea with the tea needs to be clocked, bitch, all you got to do is watch the actual show. Susie, you're the person who actually brought it up. When you said, so girl, how are you feeling about last night? And all she was doing was telling you how she felt about it. And then it wasn't like she was kicking Tammy's back, and she was only saying, you know, it's crazy how she's jumping on me for something that she also did. Yes, you did call them hoes fake. And yes, you were talking behind their back too, girl. Yes, you did. You and Royce both feel the same way about Evelyn, Jen, and Shawnee. The same shit that Royce was saying about all of them being fake friends is the same way how you felt, Tammy. But now, all of a sudden, you got some tickets to Rome, and now you're best friends. Like, girl, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Because at the end of the day, you a fake-ass bitch. You claim to be real, and that's how you know the real bitches from the fake ones. Because the real bitches don't have to constantly say, bitch, I'm real, I'm real, I'm real. I tell her how it is, I tell her how it is. Bitch, it is what it is. Girl, I clocked you, it needs to be clocked, and what, bitch, it is what it is, and what? Next. Girl, I wasn't trying to hurt your feelings, girl, but I'm just being honest. And if you have a problem with that, then we can talk about it. But the whole fact of the matter is, I feel like with Tammy, if you say something that she don't like, there's not really a conversation. It's, I don't like you, and I'm going to attack you because I don't like you. And you're how old, Tammy? That's not how adults function. And my whole thing was, if I was in a situation with Tammy, I would be like, bitch, I'm not going to fight with you, bitch, because you're a loser. Like, you have nothing, girl. You have nothing to lose, bitch. Meanwhile, I have my sewing. I have my coins. I have my husband. I have something to lose. And I'm not going to go back and forth with you, Tammy, like we're on the same level when really we're not. It wouldn't even be so much the fact that financially we're not on the same level. I'm talking about mentally we're not on the same level because you're still going off of the mentality that you got from fucking, you know what I'm saying, the fucking ghettos of Newark. Okay, East fucking Orange, bitch, I know all about it, girl. South Harrison Street, bitch, I know all about it. You giving me very much hood rat teeth, girl, from the motherfucking projects. Girl, right across from Foreman Millsman's, bitch, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? So don't sit up here and act like you're so classy when really you're not, because you don't have any class, and you're mad because Mika clocked your teeth, but girl, she's right. You don't have no coins. That's why you're on your food stamps. So I'm not knocking food stamps, but girl, you trying to be so grand, but for what? You have nothing to be grand about. Grands? Girl, you need to get a grant so you can get some coins, girl. Talking about grand. Girl, get some grants. Hello? Just be killing me. But the thing about it is, I feel like you wanted to attack Mika because really she clocked your tea. And this how you know, it's funny to me because she said to Mika, every time somebody asks you a question, you be dancing around it. Nobody can ever get a straight answer out of you. But Tammy, that's the same thing you do. When the whole situation came up about you calling the girls fake, initially you said, no, I never called them fake. I said that they were the popular girls. There's a difference between being the popular girls and being fake. But really, before I even say what I really want to say, at the end of the day, Tammy, let's just call it what it is. Girl, long story short, in the context for which you used the word popular girl, you were calling them hoes fake. Just like when you saw Lindsay Lohan in The Mean Girls, the popular girls were called the plastics because they were fucking fake, bitch. Okay, so at the end of the day, yes, you may have called them popular, but you were calling them fake by calling them popular, sweetie. The same way how Royce called them fake. But now because you are their friends again, you're back in the circle again. Now you want to try to clean it up and say, no, I called them popular. And then when you got to the hotel room, the lobby, you was like, you know what? If I did say fake, I was talking about Evelyn. If I said it, but I don't recall saying it. See, now you dancing around the whole point, because if you say I don't recall saying it, that doesn't mean that you did not say it. It means that you just don't recall saying it, which means that it could have been said. So the same thing you jumping down Mika's throat for dancing around questions is the same way how you really didn't give no straight answer. First you didn't say it. Now if you did say it, you was talking about Evelyn, but you really don't recall. Kind of like, excuse me? And then I feel like when Shaunie is fake, because when Mika wrote you that letter, she wrote it for you. For you to read it out loud, and then even if you was going to read it out loud, as soon as you saw the section where she was talking about Tammy, you should have been like, you know what, I'm just going to, let me not even go that route. But for you to read out loud, Tammy is tasteless, and she's always at the center of drama, and she doesn't have anything, and blah, 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 blah. It's like you trying to stir up drama. You are a puppet master. And I don't understand why people haven't clocked your tea yet. But you are a shit starter, Shaunie. And I'm on to you. I'm on to you. And the reason why you start shit is because you have a vested interest. Because you are one of the producers of the show. And so therefore, it only helps you if these bitches fucking fight. But see, you make sure that all the other girls fight to get the ratings. You don't ever fight. It's always somebody else that you pit against each other so that they'll fight. But you always stay clear out of the drama. Shaunie, I'm on to you. I know bitches like you. Listen. Let me tell you something. I know people, and I've seen them all, okay? Lauryn Hill said it best, okay? I know all the tricks from bricks to Kingston, bitch. I know all your tricks. I know your kind girl, and I know you well. Even when you blend, dang, you carry your smell. Bitch, I know your kind, Shaunie, and you ain't telling me nothing that I don't already know. Bitch, you are a shit starter, and you are one of those conniving assholes that I used to hate in high school. A fake-ass phony bitch. You just as fake as that front piece hanging off the front of your head, bitch. You are fake. You are a fake-ass broad, and I don't like you because I feel like you stay trying to keep up drama. You know what I'm saying? Why did you read that letter out loud? It was meant for you. That's why she said, can you give this letter to Shaunie O'Neal? That's why she said, can you give this letter to Shaunie O'Neal, not to the whole cast of fucking Basketball Wives. Otherwise, she would have just motherfucking Xerox copies and had everybody made sure she said, could you give Tammy Roman one? Can you give ABCD? Like, girl, don't be messy, Shaunie. You're messy. You are so messy. You are so messy. And then, I just kind of feel like, let me say another thing in reference to Jen, because I haven't gotten to Jen yet. I feel like I don't dislike Jen, but I still don't care for her either. Like, she would never be the kind of person I want to be friends with in real life, because I feel like she's one of those, like, plastic friends. Like, all them hoes are, like, very, like, fake. They're just fake. I don't like Royce, but I feel like Royce is probably the most normal one on the show, but I still don't like her either because I feel like she's a hypocrite calling Evelyn a hoe when really you're a hoe too. That's the reason why Dwight Howard was trying to sue your ass, because you're a slut bucket who be telling lies, who be sleeping around and trying to sue him, and then got your ass sued, right? Got a countersuit and then lost, bitch. I already know your T, Royce. So really that's why I don't like you, because I don't like when bitches try to judge someone and say, oh, girl, you're a prostitute. And then, lo and behold, you on Craigslist selling your ass, too. It's kind of like, girl, you a Craigslist slut bucket, and I ain't trying to hear you right now because you're a slut. And for you to call me out of my name and call me a hoe when really your legs are spread open, too, it's kind of like you have no place. But the thing with Jennifer, the only thing I really want to say about Jennifer that I can think of at the spot is the whole thing what happened with her and her ex-husband. First of all, I do not condone him throwing that drink in her face. And I know that this is not going to be the popular thing for me to say. And I know that a lot of people probably will disagree with me, but I don't give a fuck because it's what I think is the right thing to say. And it's the truth in my eyes. I feel like, you know what? I get tired of women doing shit and not respecting no consequence. I feel like, yes, he did throw that drink extra hard at her. Like, that shit splashed. That whole weed blew back. He threw it so hard at her. But, Jennifer, you threw a drink at him too. Actually, you're the one who threw the drink at him first. Even though you guys were going back and forth, that didn't give you no right to throw no cocktail at him. And I kind of feel like for her to go to the confessional and say, I just can't believe he would do that. I never thought he would stoop that low as to throw a drink at me. Girl, you threw a drink at him first. Excuse me? And I'm not saying it's right that he threw the drink at her. Because really, I think that it was wrong that he threw the drink at her. But I also think that it was wrong that she threw the drink at him. I hate when people have this double standard about, oh, men don't hit women, men this, that, and the fourth towards women. And I agree with that. But I also think that women should not be hitting men. Don't hit me then. Don't fucking hit me. Don't touch me. Because I feel like, yes, he was mean in the stuff that he was saying, but they was both verbally, here's my thing. When you get into a verbal altercation with somebody, everything is on the table. Like, when people say, oh, that was below the belt, it's kind of like, but if you're trying to cut me where it hurts, then I'm going to cut you where it hurts. If you coming for me talking about, oh, quad dear, you this, that, and the fourth, and you that, and this, that, it's kind of like, if you trying to make me feel the pain, bitch, don't come for me, bitch, because I'm going to let it all hang out, bitch. Oh, is that right? Well, girl, what happened with you And this whole thing with your abortion, girl, because I heard about that, girl. Bitch, you supposed to be in the church. You supposed to be the preacher's daughter. Yet and still, you done had 6 abortions, girl. 666, girl. You Lucifer, bitch. Girl, I'm going to get you because you coming for me, so I'm going to come for you. I don't know why people have it in their minds that there are certain things that are off limits. That's like going to war with somebody and saying, oh, bitch, but you got to give me a chance to pull my gun out. No. If you're an insurgent or an enemy, girl, and I see you before you see me, I'm going to snipe your ass, girl. Call of Duty, girl. Black Ops on that ass, girl. I'm going to snipe your ass, girl. I'm not going to give you an opportunity to see me and then get at me. No. I'm going to get you where it hurts. If we're at war, same thing with the argument. I feel like I'll put it like this. If there's just a disagreement, a verbal disagreement, there are rules and regulations because it's still friendly. It's just so happens we're having a disagreement. But once you start calling me out of my name and start trying to attack me and my family and who I am as an actual person, it's kind of like, you know what? Bitch, fuck you. And all what you stand for and A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then at that point, I can give you a rebuttal or not. But like I say, it's been plenty of queens who came up on this YouTube and tried to make video responses about me and put me on different blog sites and tried to kick my back in. And guess what, girl? I paid them dust, girl, because at the end of the day, girl, I know who I am and I know what I'm not. So, girl, if you can say whatever you want, I'm still making my post. I'm still going to do what I do. If you can't take the heat, don't get in the goddamn kitchen. But I feel like with Jen, for you to throw that cocktail and then to be shocked when he threw a cocktail at you, it's kind of like, I don't understand that. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Evelyn, you and Ocho Cinco with this fake-ass relationship, it's such a joke to me. It's like, both of y'all are ladies. Get into it. He's a woman. Girl, he's fish. In my eyes, I believe Ocho Cinco is tuna. So I don't even see why you got into a relationship with him, with the exception of it being publicity. That's the only reason why I see y'all being together. So I don't know why you married him, because it's kind of like he's a queen. I don't see him being... I'm not going to go that route. But the point is, fake-ass marriage. And then I also think that for you to go as hard as you did on Jennifer, it's kind of like, girl, with some fake-ass relationship. It's kind of like, girl, please. But then again, all you hoes are fake. I just feel like, in reference to the reunion show, I really wish that the host, he's not a good host, because a real host would say, when all the women start talking at the same time and trying to double team one person, a real host would say, calm down, give her an opportunity to defend herself and say her piece. I feel like he just want to sit back and laugh but really, us as the audience ain't really getting no answers because we cannot hear Mika and what she got to say. And I don't think that's fair, because I think you got all of the loud mouths on one side of the fence, and then the other people still are against Mika. Like, I feel like everybody is against Mika. And I feel like you got Susie going against Mika. You got Tammy with her loud mouth and her big mouth, and Evelyn with her big ass mouth. It's kind of like, sweetie, please, okay? Please, like, stop it. Stop it already. You're doing too much. And I feel like the host need to be a host and say, let Mika get a chance to defend herself. And like I said, I'm not no fan of Mika, but I can see when somebody is being done wrong. And I feel like you can say whatever you want to say about Mika, how she's fake and whatever the case may be, but that still didn't give Tammy no right to lay her hands on Mika. Because it wasn't even like the situation was that serious. I could see if they was both like, then what the fuck? Like, I could see if it was one of them type of things. But first of all, Tammy, you are the person who decided you wanted to confront Mika in the club. Then got mad because you claimed she wasn't loud enough. Well, girl, we're in a club, girl, with loud music. What the fuck? It's kind of like, it's not like we're in a library where everything is quiet. And, you know, it's kind of like, girl, you're stupid. But my thing is, Tammy, you made it your business to want to address the issue right then and there. And then, you not only did you want to address it, but then you got right there up front in her face. And then when she was clocking the tea and saying, girl, but you did call them fake. You actually did. And didn't back down. You could not take. And so in order for you to prove your allegiance to Shawnee, Evelyn, and Jen, you popped her in her face when she wasn't even looking. So you claim to be this doubt about it real bitch. But then when somebody, how is it real for you to hit somebody in their face when they're not even looking? And if you really want to know, secretly, it seemed like to me, Mika won that fight anyway, because yeah, you slapped her in her face when she wasn't looking and pulled her weave, but she was also pulling your weave, punching you in your head and kicking you a whole Louboutins, girl. So seems to me like actually you got your ass handed to you. If if we're gonna say who won and who did not win. Yeah, you got the initial first hit, girl, but you got it when she wasn't looking, and then you end up getting kicked in your gut, girl. So it's kind of like, girl, please. Like, the host needed to stand up and be like, I'm gonna need for Evelyn, you my dog, Tammy, I love you, Tammy, whatever he wants to say, and be like, but I really do need y'all to just be quiet for a moment so we can let other people talk and hear what they actually have to say. I can't stand it. Like, I had it happen where I've had debates amongst my family members where the whole time it's like all they want to do is, no. When they know you about to make a point. That's when people want to get loud, is when they know you are right and when they know you're about to make a valid point, and now they don't want you to make that point, so it's constantly loud talking like, no. Okay, bitch, I sat here and listened to you talk for 10 fucking minutes. Can you let me get a word in edgewise? Oh, that's right. You don't want me to because you know that I'm right. And you know that if I actually had an opportunity to say what the fuck I want to say, but you know that I would clock you guys into it to keep this motherfucker clock, bitch. And you don't want that motherfucker to happen, bitch. So that's the reason why you're trying to stop me where I stand, because you don't want me to get the other people to understand. Now, bitch, as my girl Jackie would say, do y'all understand or do y'all overstand? It is what it is, girl. So on that note, I don't know if I'm missing something, but that's just how I feel. I feel like Tammy is a bully, and I do not like you, Tammy. At first, season 1, I thought, or season 2, I thought, you know what? Maybe she's not that bad. But this season, you were just a straight up bully, and I can't stand bullies. Me being a person who at one point was bullied when I first moved to Georgia, I know what it's like for people to overtalk you and not give you a chance. And I feel like that's how you are, Tammy. If you really wanted to work it out with Mika, number one, why would you do it at dinner in front of everyone? As an adult, you pull people to the fucking side, Tammy. You pull them to the motherfucking side, okay? If you really want to have an understanding, pull me to the motherfucking side and talk to me like I'm your equal, not like I'm beneath you, sweetie, okay? If you actually want to actually move up so we can move forward. But if anything, Tammy, while you coming for Mika's jugular, you could actually be taking notes, girl, because she has all the things that you wanted. A husband who's paid, coins of her own, nice things. Seem like you could be taking notes and learning something from Mika. But even if you weren't going to do that, you still don't have to disrespect her. And I don't care how much you don't like her. And I live by that myself. Even when we was at that club with the Gaggle Six, I was not going to lay hands on them. I came to the defense of my friend because I felt like the people who he was going back and forth with, they were wrong. You got nerve. We're waiting all this time in line, and then you're going to have your friends jump the line like we weren't here. So you're wrong, okay? And then when he clocked your tea, you want to jump down his throat about it, and his adrenaline was going so quick he couldn't really think. So what I'm not going to have is someone trying to disrespect my friend when you're the one who's wrong. But I'm also not going to lay hands on you unless you make me feel like you're going to lay hands on me. And as an adult, I can differentiate one from the other. A threat versus just a verbal altercation. But, you know, like I said, Tammy, I don't like you. I'm giving my opinion. As a human, I will show, if I ever saw you in the streets, I would show you respect. Because as I've said, you deserve that much as a human. But I really don't like you. And I'm sure after seeing this post, because the way that if you see this, I'm sure you probably ain't gonna like me either, Tammy. And that's perfectly fine with me because I wouldn't want to be friends with you anyway. But the point is, if I see you in the street, I'll show you respect. But you need to learn your lesson. You have 2 beautiful daughters, like I said on Twitter. Stop coming on TV and acting like a straight up fucking hood monkey. Stop it. It's not cute. And you ain't doing nothing you're not doing anything for our community. By every episode, it's a drama. Stop it, Tammy. Stop it. Just cut it out. It's annoying. Stop it. Anyway, with that being said, I'm done. I held y'all long enough. I really didn't want this post to stretch one that long, but I just had to get that off my chest. I just don't like people who are bullies. Even if you didn't agree with Mika, that's fine. You can disagree with her. But talk to her like you got some sense. Talk to her like you got some sense. But coming up on the theme, I think I might want some shrimp scampi, but I'm not sure. I don't know yet because I don't know if I want some shrimp scampi. Yeah, I think I want some shrimp scampi. What's inside the shrimp scampi? Okay, I don't think I want it. I'm allergic to potatoes. Annoying. Just a fucking annoying. So anyway, with that being said, I'm supposed to be shooting this music video, ADHD. I'm supposed to be shooting this music video tomorrow. So wish me luck on that. There's one thing, I was thinking that on one scene I could maybe go on Twitter and for all my supporters that are in the Atlanta area, because I had a vision. I'm like, maybe I could get my supporters to be in the video. All my supporters like that are in the area, if they wanted to come out and show some love and be in the music video. Maybe I still will do that. I'm gonna run it past the cameraman, but I'm gonna see what he thinks about that idea, because like I said, I reached out to the club that I had wanted to go to, but secretly I'm like, why we may not even need a club. Why not just, I have an idea. Maybe if you're in the Atlanta area, follow me on Twitter, or even in Alabama or someplace where you can make it up here and on a short notice. Follow me on Twitter. I'll leave the details when the time comes, because we're supposed to be shooting tomorrow, God willing, and if anything changes, I'll let it be known on Twitter. But I'm thinking I'm going to run it past him, because we're supposed to be Skyping later on today to really finalize everything. But I'm thinking I might have an idea, and I think it would be so fun and so cool. Anyway, I'm sorry if I offended anybody based on my review of the reunion show and the show just in general. But y'all been asking me to do it, and I just got to give you my honest opinion. I didn't mean to offend anyone, but it is what it is, girl. Maybe I could have been nicer about it, but at the end of the day, it's already done. So, Bismillah. And if I put out negative energy, if I send on that, astaghfirullah, and it's done. With that being said, I love you guys. You guys fucking rock.